In this video, I'll walk you through the process of customizing the Sense theme. So even if you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to design a beautiful online store that stands out from the crowd. Whether you're looking to change the colors, fonts, or overall layout of the store, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to design your dream e-commerce store. So let's get started. All right, so once you are in Shopify, navigate to Online Store. Then we're gonna click on Add Theme and visit the theme store. Here we're going to click on Explore Themes, choose Free, and look for Sense. Then you want to click on Try Theme, and this will add the Sense to your online store themes. All right, and now that you've added the Sense theme, let's start to customize it. So click on Customize. All right, so the first thing that you need to understand is that there are two ways to look when you're designing your online store. One is on a desktop layout, so you can see it right here. But then if you click here and you click on Mobile, you're going to see how you're customizing your store for mobile. Now, this is very handy because most traffic online is going to come from mobile, right? So about 80%. So what I like to do is I like to actually design my store using the mobile, and then I'm gonna take a look at desktop to make sure that everything looks fine. Because it's a very good practice to design your online store for mobile first, and then look for desktop, right? Because most people nowadays use mobiles. First, let's begin by customizing the product page. So click here, go to products and choose which product you wanna customize. Right now, I only have one product to customize. So this is the one we're going to be customizing. It's a portable ice bath, as you can see right here. Okay, so first let's change the colors of our store. You can see these are kind of like gradient, limeish colors, and I wanna change them to more bluish palette because that's what we're going for. So click here on theme settings, and then let's go to colors. This is where you will be able to see all of the colors here. Now, if you don't know what these are referring to, just simply look at the color right here and then look where it is in your online store, right? So for example, this accent number 1 is the buy button, right? So I wanna have my buy button kind of the color of that cold water right there. So what I can do is I can simply use this tool right here. It's called an eyedropper. So it's a Google Chrome extension. I highly recommend you get it. So I'm gonna pick color from web page. Then I'm gonna navigate to this blue color right here, click, and then I'm gonna get this baby blue color. So I'm gonna copy this, go to accents, paste it in and hit enter. And then we have this color right here. As you can see, it's kind of not strong enough, not saturated. So maybe I'll move this a little bit lower and you can see that it's getting better, but maybe we can change it a bit more and maybe make it a bit brighter. There we go, that looks good. Now I wanna change the text inside the buy button to black. So maybe it should be here, solid button color. There we go. This looks good. And now I also wanna change the background of this product page. So you can see right now that it's kind of like this. I don't really like this color, so let's change it. So I've removed the gradients and now it's looking a little bit cleaner, okay? So, and here is the second gradient right here. So what you wanna do is simply click on remove gradient right here, and it will remove the gradient color, and then it's gonna be white, okay? So it's looking pretty clean now. Play around with the colors, see which ones you like. I like to go for a simple, so just, you know, black, white, and then you have one accent color. Actually, I don't really like this color here. I want it to pop more. So maybe something like limeish, very bright. Yeah, maybe something like this. All right, we also have this color right here that is on sale. So it's very dark and I don't like it at all. Maybe we can do something like yellow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and don't forget to always save your theme. So whenever you're doing some changes, always save in case anything crashes. You're gonna have the things that you've edited saved, okay? So let's try to add this product to carts and let's see if there's any more colors that we would like to change. So just play around, see, okay, no, colors are looking good. So let's go back. All right, so now let's change the font, okay? So to do that, once again, theme settings, and we're gonna go to typography. And here we can see that the font is Harmonious Sans, okay? So whichever one you wanna go for that is suited for your store. In this case, this is looking kind of good. Like I like the fonts. So I don't know if I'm gonna change the fonts. I think I'm just gonna keep it the way it is actually, because I kind of like it. But if you want to change the font, obviously go to typography, click change, and then you'll be able, to change to any fonts you want. You can load more. And if you just click on any of these fonts, you'll be able to change the fonts of the store. But in this case, it's looking good. Also, if you want to change the size of the fonts, you can just move this around, and you can see that it changes the fonts as well. So if I go to 100, it's going to make the headline smaller, and if I go back to 150, it's going to make it much bigger. So I'm just going to keep it the way it was at 130. It looks clean. So now let's fold this typography and see what else we have here. So if you go down here and you click on checkout, we will need to add our logo, which I'm going to show you how to do soon. And then we also need to choose our accent colors. These are also very important once we're on the colors here. So I'm gonna actually once again use this color picker, choose this color. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. For buttons, I'm gonna use the same color here. And then for accents, I'm gonna use this yellow that we have here. So I'm gonna use this yellow, or limeish or greenish, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I like to keep the errors red, the buttons same as on the product page, and then the accent same as this one, right? And then the headings and the body typography is the same as the system, right? So it's going to just use the same font that you have here. So we will need to add our logo. So once we make our logo, we're going to add our logo onto the checkout page as well. Next is important here is cart. So if you click on cart, you have three different cart options. You have the pop-up notification, you have a page, and you have a drawer. Okay, so pop-up notification is the one we saw right here. So if you click add to cart, you're gonna have a notification right here, which you can either close or view cart or check out. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Also, if you want to change it, you simply click on page. So page is gonna open a completely new page, right? So if I click add to cart, it's gonna open a new page. All right, so I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back to theme settings, and the last one is a drawer. So if I save this one and I add to cart, it's gonna slide from the right, and you have the option once again. Okay, so this is pretty handy. Whichever one you want, up to you. Okay, I actually like the pop-up notification, so I think I'm gonna go for that one. Let's go here, pop-up notification, enable cart notes. So cart notes are the notes in the cart. So these right here, let me show you. These order special instructions, these are the cart notes. So if you have, if you want your customers to leave some kind of notes, you can leave this. If not, you can simply go to cart and disable cart notes. Okay, so I don't want to actually have them. Once again, always remember to click save. Very good practice. Okay, another useful thing here is to go to social media and paste your social media pages for your brand right here. You can see there's many different options. So what this is going to do is it's going to add little icons here at the bottom of the product page to your brand's social media pages. Okay, so instead of going and having to code this manually, you can simply type it in and it's going to add that for you. So let me show you. So if I add Instagram right here and then I save, let's see where it's going to add it. Yeah, you can see it added an Instagram icon right here. So now if I go ahead and I click on this Instagram, it will redirect me to my Instagram page, which is currently blocked. This is pretty much all I do in the theme settings. Now let's start designing the actual layout of our product page. So go back to sections, and on the left right here, this is going to be basically the layout of the store. Okay, so you can see that this is product information, right? This big block right here, it's outlined in this blue lines, and this, if you fold it, you'll be able to see everything that is in this product information, right? So you have the text. If you hover, by the way, over something, it will show you where it is on the screen, right? So I'm hovering over text, and as you can see on the right, this is where it is, right? So it shows how to enter. Now, if I don't like that, I can just hide it, and we don't have that anymore, okay? If you don't want to have the title, which you probably won't, you're gonna hide it, okay? So this is how easy it is. Then let's say that I don't want the share, so I'm gonna remove share, but everything else looks pretty good. So I can just fold this one, and then I'm gonna continue to the other sections, okay? So we have the product photos, okay? We need to still design the logo. We're gonna do that in a second. Announcement. Now, if you don't want the announcement also, you can just hide the announcements. Or if you do want the announcement, a good practice here is to somehow incentivize your customers to, either buy now or buy couple, right? Let's say that one of the ways to incentivize your customers is to say, hey, free shipping on orders over $100, for example, right? So that means that they will need to add 2 of these to carts to get free shipping. And this is how you can increase your average order value. Or you can say, for example, 50% off store wide. In this case, I'm just gonna hide it because I like that it's looking cleaner without it. Okay, so let's follow this product information and let's see which other sections we can add here. Okay, so we have the related products right here. And as you can see, I only have 1 product on the store, so there are no products now showing. However, if you have this related products, you're gonna see related products to this one, okay? But I'm gonna hide this for now, and I'm gonna see what other sections there are, okay? So if you click show more, these are all the different sections that you can add. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things here, right? You can add a video, a contact form, right? Collapsible content. By the way, collapsible content is something that I really like. I think it looks really clean. So let's add this one. And this is a very intuitive and visual representation of the benefits of your product. Okay, so let's say that you have a small description like this one, and then you have the collapsible content. And here you can outline the features of your product, right? So let's say that, click here, you're gonna rename this, benefits of ice baths, right? For example. So you wanna sell people on the idea of your product, right? And then you click on the collapsible row and then, boost immune system, okay? Very nice. If I can spell, that would be nice. And then here you can change the icon. Okay, so let's say, for example, that it's going to be heart, right? So now I have the heart, boost immune system, and here you can actually write, ice baths have been proven to boost your immune system. And then once again, remember to save it, and you have a collapsible content. So there's a heart, boost immune system, and if they click on it, they're going to see your text here. What you can also do is, let's say that you have a page that you would like to kind of have as collapsible rows here. So what you can do is you can get content from a specific page, right? So let's say that you have a page with the benefits. You're going to select that page, right? Or with the shipping, for example, and then that information is going to be seen here in the collapsible content. So you want to go ahead and you want to design all of these collapsible rows here. Now, if you want to, let's say, for example, only have 3, right? Then you just click on 1 and then you click remove. And voila, you only have 3. If you want to add another one, you simply go here to the left-hand side and you click on add collapsible row. So yeah, I really like these collapsible rows, and the fact that you can change these icons here and they have a lot just makes it so much more, beautiful and prettier and really appealing for the eye. Okay, so play around with these. These are very cool. Let's add another section right here. So let's say, for example, that we are gonna do a multi-column. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, right? So multi-column, you can see that they are in rows. However, if we click save and then we go to a desktop view, we can see that now they are in columns, right? They're one after the other. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning, right? So important to design and see how it's going to look like. So let's take a look, for example, at this collapsible content. How does it look like on desktop? Okay, looks pretty similar to what it is on mobile, but the multi-column is different. However, if we add something like, a multi-row, then it's going to be looking like this, right? We have image on the left, text on the right, text on the left, image on the right, etc. Right? So you can see, and then once again, you can also delete if you want to have only 2. And then if you go to mobile, you'll be able to see how it looks here. Image, text, okay? Always keep that in mind. Let's click save. And by the way, if you want to remove one, just keep another one, simply do it like this. And yeah, looking pretty good. Let's click on add section and see what we have here as well. So we have the contact form. So let's say, for example, that you want to get people to contact you. If you have some kind of business that you need that, you can click here. You can change the text on the right. You can change the sizes of the headings, and you can, if you move this top padding, for example, from 36 to 80, it's going to add more space in between the text and the top of here, right? And if you make it smaller, check it out, boom, it goes directly to this thing, right? So with a 36, I think it looks good. So let's keep it as it was. And I don't really want to have a contact form, so I'm going to hide it. Maybe I want to have a video. So video is actually very handy nowadays. It's like a lot of people do video, and you want to probably keep the video on top, right? So if your brand has a video, which I highly suggest you do, you can do it here, right? So click on save. So one way to add a video is you can embed the video from a URL, right? So whether it's from Vimeo or YouTube, you simply change the link here. So I'm going to change to this video that I did of me trying ice baths. I'm going to click on save. Now, when people are going to be on your product page, they'll be able to see your video right here. And if they click, it's going to play directly on the product page, okay? Another way to add a video is you click on select video, upload a video. Yeah, uploaded a video, and I click on done. And now it's going to add this video instead, okay? So you can change. You can also add a cover image to your video, right? So if you don't want to have this one, but you want to have another one, click the cover image. So yeah, very useful, and this makes it amazing to design this theme. Okay, so now we have the images, we have the product information, we have the video, we have the collapsible content, we have the multi-column, right? Now we have the, the rows, and we have subscribe to email. Let's click on save. So what we need to do now is we need to design the logo. Okay, so to design the logo, we're gonna go to canva.com. We're gonna click on create a design, and we are gonna do custom size. And we're gonna say that the width is going to be 500, but the height we're gonna make around 150. So let's create a new design. And what we're looking for is we're looking for this kind of rectangular shape here. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna add text, add a heading, and we're gonna say explore ice. By the way, this is like one of the easiest ways to make a modern looking logo that pretty much everyone uses. So just center it like this. You can change the color of the font if you want, so to something, that matches your branding, and then click on share and download. PNG, download. Once you've downloaded the file, go to remove.bg, upload the image, and now it's going to remove the background for you. So all you need to do is just now click download and go back to Shopify, go to theme settings, logo, and then you want to select the image and the file that you have just downloaded. And once you've uploaded, you can make it bigger by dragging this desktop logo width up, and it's going to make it bigger. And if you want even more, you can go more. And once it's done, click on save, and there we have it. So now we have the logo, which was designed in Canva, and remove the background with this. Okay, now we have all the product information here with the video, with the columns. Let's move on to design the homepage. Now, homepage is less important because when you're going to be buying ads and driving traffic, most likely you're going to be driving traffic to the product page, but you still want to have a nice and clean looking homepage, because this is going to be like the representation of your brand. So what I like to do here is I like to remove some things here, and we start from a clean slate, okay? So first, let's add something like an image with texts, okay? So an image with text is going to be the basic thing here. You can add an image of your brand. So let's say I'm gonna add these ladies here who are sitting in this ice bath, and we're gonna say ice baths for busy people, for example. And then you can click here, change the text, but I'm not gonna do it now. Button label, you can paste a button link to your products, and then to the portable ice bath, click on save. So what this is gonna do is now if they click on this button label, it's gonna take them to the product page, okay? And you want to have the button above the fold, okay? So above the fold means that if someone lands here, they don't actually need to scroll anywhere to click on the button, okay? That's basically what it means. Let's add another section here. Now, my motto is always the more visual the brand is, the better, okay? So I like images, I like videos. You can add, for example, a slideshow or an image banner. By the way, a slideshow is a very popular way to start your brand, to start your homepage. So I put an image here, right, with some text and with the button, but a lot of brands, what they do is they have an image slider, right? So you can have different images right here. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna rotate one after the other. So let's say that you've added the image slider, you added the image. Now to add the second image, you should go to this image slider here on the left, number 2, and then you add the second image. Let's say it's going to be this one. Now you save it. And what you can also do is you can auto rotate slides, and you can change how fast you want them to do. So let's say you want them to rotate every 5 seconds. So now you can see that they're rotating by themselves. And if I wait another 5 seconds, they're gonna rotate back to the first slider. Boom. Really good. So we're going to click on save. You can also add an image behavior. So it's like an ambient movement. You can see the images moving a little bit to the left or to the right. So I actually don't want it. So I'm going to click none. I'm just going to have them static. And of course, if you click on this text here, you'll be able to customize the heading, the subheading, and the button label, of course. So you can say like shop now. And then the button link, we're going to say that it goes to the product page here as well. Very good. And then we're going to click on save. So now you've designed the home page, the product page. The next thing is to design this menu right here. Okay, this menu is pretty important. This is going to be like the main sections of your website. What do you want to add here? And to do that is you want to go back and you want to exit this theme editor. You want to go to pages and you want to add pages that you want here. So right now I have contact, shipping, and about. Now, what's important, if you click on contact, right, this is a pretty important one, and you have this theme template right here. So if it's a default page, it's going to just look regularly, right? So if we preview it, it's just going to look like this. Now, if we update the theme template to contact and we click on view page, you can see that now the person can leave their name, email, phone number, comments, and send it. And this is going to get to our email that we have indicated in Shopify settings. Now, let's say that I want to add a new page and the new page is going to be like collections. Okay. Let's say we have multiple products and I'm going to save it and I'm going to go to navigation and I'm going to go to main menu and then I'm going to add a menu item. I'm going to link pages and it's going to be collections. Okay. And then I'm going to click on add and then I'm going to save. So what this is going to do now is if I go back to my website, now you can see we've added a collections button here. So if I click on right click and I click on inspect, this is another way to view your store through mobile. And if we go to menu, the top one, boom, now we have added the collections. Okay, so now another overlooked but very important step is to add the different legal pages, right? So what you want to do is click on settings. You want to go to policies, and here you'll be able to create these policies from template. So simply click create from template and you're going to have a bunch of text here. And then what you want to do is you want to read through these policies and you want to add your address where it's necessary. And then once you've created the refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of service, you want to click on save. You want to close this section right here. You want to go back to navigation. You want to click on footer menu. And here you'll be able to add menu item, link, pages, and you'll be able to add all the different refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of service. Now, this is important because when you're going to be launching ads on, let's say, Facebook or TikTok or anywhere, Google as well, their bots are going to scan your website for these policies, right? Because they want to have the websites that have these policies, right? Because when people are going to be buying, they're going to be protected by the different policies that they have here. Okay, so this is very important for you basically to have, the privacy policies and to make sure that your ads get approved. Okay, so I want to now show you a couple of useful apps that I used to use on my e-com store. So this was actually one of my e-com stores that I sold. It's called citycaps.co. And if we go to a product page, you can see that there is this box right here which says estimated delivery to Finland, May 30th to June 2. And it says, hey, wanted by May 31st, order within 12 hours and 58 minutes. Okay, so this is dynamic. If I come here tomorrow, it's going to update to the 1st of May. If I come here, and so forth, right? So this is done with an application which is called, if we go back to our apps, we click on add up apps, we go to Shopify App Store and we search for estimated delivery dates, and it's going to be this one, order deadline. They have a 7-day free trial. So this is actually a very useful app, and with this app you'll be able to design something like this, right? You'll be able to add an estimated delivery time. So this is stimulating people to buy, right? You can see I have a header here, right? Free shipping on orders 55 plus. That is because to get free shipping, they need to buy 2 hats, which increases the average order value. And I'm also saying, hey, do you want it in 1 week? Order within 15 hours and 57 minutes. And this is also dynamic, right? So as time goes on, this 57 is going to go to 56 and so forth, right? So this was one of the stores that I designed. Looks pretty clean, I think. Another app that I suggest you get is, of course, Loox for reviews. Now, if you want to get Loox, you can use my link down in the description. So at no extra cost, you can get it. And I'm going to get a small commission if this tutorial was helpful to you. Loox by far has the most reviews on Shopify. They're the most trusted application to get reviews. I also have a couple of videos on my channel where I show you how to get reviews with Loox if you're just starting out and if you don't have any reviews. So yeah, click the link in the description, get Loox, you get a 14-day free trial, and then it starts from $9.99 per month. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.